the reunion of the fittest. The survival of the fittest.
King, just step a little this way,
yeah,
all right?
yeah.
Don't bother these people, all right?
Yeah,
Let these
yeah,
people do the thing. That's like... My man, we gotta keep this closed, all right, guys?
That's right.
Oh yeah, please, all right? Thank you. Marco on the scene. Marco on the scene. Two stents in the heart. Cedar Sinai.
Cedar Sinai.
Shouts to Cedars.
You know, I think it's safe to
Time to exercise. Need health.
I didn't plan on being, and I'm still happy. I'm like, be careful what you ask. You know, there's that shit that's all fun to have it right now.
It's been a while, a long time. Oh my God, we're both alive.
Ready for bed, bro. You're not chilling. Hang it out. Living the dream.
Then I got to same thing.
There's the guy.
We had seen a movie just the night before. Rick and I saw, Milk, and we reviewed it. And then the next day, my heart was racing. Did the movie give me palpitations? Because it's such a...
No, but you knew you had it on it.
Yeah. But you know what? It never ever happened before until then. Was my heart was racing. My actual heart was racing. I've had chest pain, but my heart was racing. My heart was
You're
racing.
gonna start exercising?
Well, you know what I'm doing? I'm doing this with the bag.
You're going to eat clean?
Yeah, this is what I'm doing. I'm going like this with the bag. I'm lifting with the bag.
You'd have to eat as clean as you can.
Rick, I'm lifting with the bag.
There you go. All right. There we go. All right.
Balance so. See, when I see that one arm, make sure you hit the left.
Go to the sandbox.
3 on one, 3 on the other.
Sandbox tomorrow if you want.
Rows, yeah. All the motions that you can think of. Do
Little team sesh.
I got something very funny to tell you guys.
Sandbox, that's a crazy now.
I have a personal training grip.
Back to square one.
Griffin Tom. I have a personal
Everybody dance. Everybody sing. I gotta get out of here. I'm sitting in this grip.
You have a trainer named Tom. Yes. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good, chilling.
So, don't laugh. I can show you the picture of the one that I lost.
All right, you got it.
Wrong with that, honey.
Okay. Chef Mario, master of his domain. That's that. Meeting of the minds.
Well.
You ready for this, guys? An 80-year-old man is going to give me a personal training session when I come back to LA in the winter in January. He's been working out since he was 17, 3 days a week, and never missed a workout session. Bill.
You're not going. You ain't gonna do it.
It's $100, but
Oh, definitely. You weren't gonna do it for free, let alone pay. Oh my God.
Like, you know what I mean? For free. We're college athletes.
I got my trainer right here.
Oh yeah. Who are you kidding, dude?
Tom, I got my trainer right here. I thought the whole thing was funny though that the 80-year-old guy was offering me a training session. He had a tie on. He looked
As he
great.
should. As he should.
All those healthy.
Yeah.
My health guy, I want to know.
I was intrigued by the whole thing. You know?
Sandbox tomorrow. Moral of the story.
This guy is saying because he worked out since he was 17 and he's 80 now, that's the secret to his life health success.
But his secret is financial success. I'm 80 years old. As a 61-year-old, he knows that's what it might be.
You should have seen the tie.
Ken, how do we do?
You should see the colorful tie. He would have been in stitches.
I told you I felt him in the air. I told you I felt him. He was right there.
Am I ready? I'm ready, and then I go with my little show.
No one's ever ready for Chris King actor. Let's put it that way.
Even the casting directors aren't always ready for me. You know, the casting director once told a manager, "I don't know if I could handle Chris King today." You know, it's like even some of the casting directors are overwhelmed by
What do
me.
you think that meant?
I think, you know, I had to learn how to tone it down.
Well, do you know that Billy Wilder, I like all these broad, like old Billy Wilder, who worked a lot with Jack Lemmon.
Yeah.
Would have Jack do one scene, another scene, and you know what Jack Lemmon did.
Yeah.
And he would say, Jack, cut a take, cut, little less. Really? He would just a little less.
Really?
He goes, give me it all, but a little less. Do
Really?
another
Are you hearing
take.
this?
Do another take. And then, because you know what, he didn't want to shut down Jack. Jack Lemmon, dramatic, and all this stuff. But he wanted all that. So it was a dance that they were unfortunately good. Jack Lemmon had it. To be Jack Lemmon coming into the Jack out.
You hear this? Tom was saying that Billy Wilder would tell Jack Lemmon a little less. He would have him give it all that he got and go a little less.
Look at the camera.
Billy Wilder was directing Jack Lemmon to do a little less each time. Give it your all at first, and then a little less, and that's why we got those amazing performances. Thank you, Tom, for that story. Jack Lemmon's one of my favorites.
Jack Lemmon's a 12-cylinder guy, and he was the funny guy who comes to 6-cylinder. So next guy was back, he said, I'll bring you back. And the guy was taking the right help. It was fun. And he's coming in, and there's an industry inside the obviously, that was God, he is
One of the greatest.
and Jack reiterated,
Maybe top 10.
Jack reiterated top 10.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Some Like It Hot is one of the great comedic masterpieces. The Apartment is fantastic. And Jack Lemmon became a dramatic actor on such a crazy level. I told a story about Billy Wilder to Griff. This nurse to the stars took care of Walter Matthau and was in a room with Walter Matthau, Billy Wilder, and Jack Lemmon. And Billy Wilder was complaining about Marilyn Monroe.
Don't let this go south.
But in the end, Billy Wilder said, there's only one Marilyn Monroe. So it doesn't matter how difficult it was to work with Marilyn, or she was late, or she was just, there's only one Marilyn Monroe. She was
human.
a smart woman. I mean, she knew what she was doing.
Really,
Like Chris King, like all of us.
Imagine Marilyn Monroe, Walter Matthau, or, you know, what do you have? You have Marilyn Monroe.
Sir, look at Shark. You know, what else
are we not missing the wing? Quarterback. Who saw? Oh, no, you might be the older guy saw.
I have to do
He's a man. He's a man. You ever meet Chris King actor? You ever meet Marco?
Oh, I've seen you on his web.
New York guys unite. Marco.
This is Chris King actor.
Big meeting. New Yorkers unite. City guys. Look at all these city boys. It's like warriors.
You know, I root for them even though I'm a Mets fan. I'm a Yankees hater, and I want the Yankees and the Mets World Series together. I'm a New Yorker.
I'm New York.
I'm a New Yorker.
I love him.
That is the new we're gonna keep it going and we're gonna play another one of the songs on the album. This one right here, one of my personal favorites.
If I have one, how much I love Griff?
You know, homes on Cape Cod, beautiful homes on Cape Cod, 700,000. Wow.
Tell Tom that. Tell Tom that. Hey, this is your first liquor. Not my last. Terrible habit, guys. You're killing each other.
I'm trying to save his life,
You're
dude.
killing
I'm
each
trying
other.
to show him love. Piss him off.
Smoke cannabis, not cigarettes. Smoke cannabis, but not cigarettes.
Amen.
Cigarettes will kill you. They will kill your lungs and your heart. It killed Dad.
That was just
It killed Ray Liotta.
Ray Liotta, huh?
Ray Liotta smoked too much and died at
I'm
67.
going with
The
Liotta.
same age as my dad.
He died from the ketchup on the spaghetti. That's why.
Well, my dad was 67 and died, and Ray Liotta was 67 and died, and they both smoked too much.
Liotta.
Liotta. Liotta.
And their death at 67 is probably not directly related to those crisscrosses, or could be only that. Yes, maybe it has another death.
Did you know that Steve McQueen may have done cocaine? Did you hear about that?
And Cary Grant loved acid.
Really? Steve McQueen died
He's around here
at 50.
somewhere. He's around.
Trying to find the usual. It's a whole lot of people.
He's around here somewhere. Yeah. Chris King, actor. You guys got a match. You got the blue jackets on.
You got the right idea, man. I like your shirt. Thank you. I've never wear this.
If I had your looks with my humor, I said that to Idris Elba. I keep repeating that. If I had Idris Elba's looks, I said that to him. If I have your looks, Idris, my humor.
From the other perspective, but I know how to crack it. Doesn't even matter. The humor wins the look.
Let's
any
hope.
day.
Let's hope.
Man, look, humor outbeats looks any day of the week, man. I'm willing to
Let's.
World.
man. You be surprised.
But I'm not in the movie The Beast. I'm not in the movie The Beast. But you know,
Although you're one of them.
I can be a beast. Coyote came up to me on the beach, middle of the night, right next to me. A coyote came up to me,
Beast to
middle of
beast.
the night, 2 weeks ago, right next to me.
Well, he was eyeballing you with the sitting box. Yeah, I feel like it's okay.
Juicy.
Remember that wolf next to
On the beach, you know, a coyote comes right up to me. Never have I been that close to a wild animal, like
coyote of all animals.
right? I thought I was in that movie with Jamie Foxx and Tom Cruise, Collateral. You know, the movie Collateral. You know, it's like I felt I was in the live version of it. You know, but there was no Tom Cruise and Jamie Foxx, just me on the beach. Michael Mann wasn't there. The cameras weren't rolling. It was a real coyote. I knew it was a coyote. When you see a coyote, you just know it's a coyote. It does not look really like a dog. It may look a little like a dog, but you know it's a coyote.
What's up, Jeds? You go back?
Yeah.
You all in there?
Yeah.
Who's in there? What do you want?
Yeah.
Can you pronounce this place?
Nano?
Hanano's, I was right.
It's personal preference. I say Hanano.
It's Hanano. You're more terrified. Has anyone ever
So,
said it
boss,
like that
just
before?
don't need that in there, all right? Yeah, I mean, people do both.
Okay.
OGs call it Hanano.
Do you know a place where we could get a vape aside from the place that's closed next door? Is it like closed where you can walk right out? Okay, we're gonna go and come right back. Thank you.
So he's terrified.
You really grew up in Louisiana.
By the time he was 13.
Wait,
10. So by the time I was 10, I killed 13 out of
by the time he was 10, he killed 13 alligators.
Did you eat them? Were you eating them?
Of course, you don't waste the meat.
I want you to be in my alligator movie.
Oh, now you have an alligator movie. You're ripping off his life story.
I never talked to you about that.
It's his story.
Yeah, but I never talked to you about that one. No, I had it before. I had it
That's the way to do it.
Okay.
Listen, man. In my hand.
I like that shirt on.
Thanks, King.
It's good to be alive. It's good to be alive. When you get a second lease on life,
If you get
it's
the
good to
chance
be
to go to any
alive. You
state,
know, life is very precious.
Now just get a leash on your eating.
You gotta get a leash on my eating. So cut out the fast food, cut out any, greasy food, and stay with protein, not with carbs, but more vegetables.
Exercise.
Exercise.
Keep the walking up.
Exercise.
Push-ups, curls,
Exercise. Listen to grip.
sandbox.
Listen to grip. Sandbox. Muscle beach.
Train like Tom. No days off. The walking man. Chris King, actor. Unbelievable sightings. Right, homies.
All different ways. Cheeseburger, chopped up, but they.
What's up, bro?
My best friend in LA of 22 years.
Mix it up. Throw it in whatever bread they got.
The King is on the scene. What's up, my man? Oh, chilling. Thank you, sir. Hello, how are you? Thank you. Good.
My grandmother's pasta.
Cool. Grill. Got our stickers. Shout out to Andy. What's up, my man? Good to see you. Yes, sir. Welcome. You'll say your brother sit down.
I never know what the person is. I'm gonna take it out.
Thank you, homies.
But it's just, I was in the hospital, and I heard Father Burns of Milwaukee on the Catholic channel, but I put the wrong channel, and then I had the channel.
You get a woman screaming, you got Father Burns, and I'm already in there.
Okay, Father Burns of Milwaukee, or what he eloquent, and he really, the way he talks Bible, women, God, everything.
Does it get through to you? Is it resonating with you?
Yeah.
Right, go to the destination will come from content. Get back to these
Father
outfits.
Burns.
There he is. That's the guy.
It's not. I could use that fucking sword.
Hello, you Jadis. Welcome.
Always
welcome.
question eloquence.
Yes. Thank you.
Good-looking crowd.
You can sit outside if you want, sort of outside.
Thank you, love.
Thank you. What's up, boss? Thank you, sir. What's up, my man? You're good? Chilling. King on the scene.
I'm coming high. You're going to post up.
They're gonna dunk on him like Starks.
But when you think I'm just going to hit you, I know that. He knows that it's only how many 18 inches.
So good. Yes, sir.
Well, guys.
If it didn't land, what? Have my boys high five.
Oh yeah, Torch banged on him.
I would pay millions to Grip. I would pay millions. I would pay millions of dollars to go back in time to watch Tommy Torch dunk it in Queens. I want to see him dunk it.
Mostly in Warwick.
Do you know that I had a dream a few months ago where I dunked? I can dunk in my dreams.
By the way, I think I told David Cutler was talking about not doing interviews with androids. I wanted to go. I got that's real man. Everyone's right. Cutler's in there and he goes,
Shouts to Center CBD.
and I said, fuck it, both my parents will go up in the desert.
Airwan giveaway.
Money. I can afford these kind of little shit. He did it, and as he's falling, he says to himself, exactly, as scared as I thought, it's exactly what I thought it was. Never going to listen to
Hello, how you doing? Welcome. Hello, welcome.
How are you?
You're good, chilling.
Am I IDs?
Yeah, please.
I've never jumped out of a
Guys?
because now David the company kept it.
They're partying, they're ready to party.
I'm dancing. The movie with Robin Williams. The movie I know Robin Williams.
You know David.
I was directed. I was directed by David Duchovny.
What did he tell you? Do less?
What?
Do less?
Oh, yeah.
What did he tell you?
Well, he thanked me for my patience at the end of the movie because we were working with all these kids.
That's always a fire start.
And he knew you had a short temper.
I pushed Steve Buscemi's son out of the way. And when I found out it was Steve Buscemi's son, I went over and hey, good.
What was it, a little
and
kid?
Apologized. No, he wasn't that little, but I went over and apologized.
Why'd you push him out of the way?
I don't know. I was kind of getting restless and impatient. I was supposed to play the teacher, the chaperone, but I look like I'm just one of the kids dancing to the Rolling Stones. Can't get no satisfaction.
How hard did you push it? Was it like this or just...
It was a shove.
Why? To a kid?
Well, kids today. Get out of here, kid. You bother me. Who said that? I love that line. I grew up with
You're lucky you weren't fired immediately.
W.C. Fields. When I was growing up, I always heard that thing. Get out of here, kid. You bother me. But I made Robin Williams' daughter Zelda laugh before I knew it was his daughter. On the House of D, I made her laugh. I didn't know it was Robin Williams' daughter. I made Robin Williams' daughter laugh before I knew it was his daughter.
If only it made him laugh a little more.
He was very serious. Franklin Jello was on the set, said hello, but very serious. They're focused.
Like Tom.
Like Tom DeJoy. I have to get more focused.
What's up, guys? Get your ID. 21. You got it. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, sit outside if you want, but just order inside. Thank you. It's getting busy.
Starting the show with that. I'm opening with that.
There it is. There it is.
We're going back to stand-up.
It's one of the best venues. It's a one-man show.
We're going back to stand-up comedy. Not just sitcom.
Feels like it's been forever.
You got to go back to that good comedy job you had.
Yeah.
I'll go in and suck and then he'll come to the
Set it up. See it up for you. We're doing, sir.
On vacation, I got a job offer today.
There you go. There you go.
like the improv or laugh factory. And we convinced you.
Speaking of stand-up, Ron.
This guy is a stand-up guy. He's a stand-up guy and a stand-up guy. This man is a stand-up guy. He's a stand-up guy. The thing about stand-up comedy, you know, there's just certain things I want to break out talking about at the dinner table. I think I would be more accepted and loved in stand-up comedy than in real life. I think in real life, people are like, this is a little too much. This guy's too much. This guy's too much. But if you do it in comedy, it's a laugh. You know, Richard Pryor, Robin Williams. You don't do it in real life. When you do it in real life, you love yelling.
Guys, you got to smoke out here, all right? Let's smoke out here, okay? Please, please. Just because it all goes inside. Thank you, thank you. Brian, this guy's trying to lecture us about stand-up comedy.
Why don't we have him lecture? But would you agree?
That's the guy.
How's it going, man? Yeah.
Good times. Oh, yeah. Chilling, chilling.
Good to see you.
Punchline Sacramento.
What comedy club were you working at in New York? Broadway Comedy Club?
Comedy Club. So I sell tickets for Broadway Comedy Club.
You hit the stage, though, King.
You guys were bringing it.
Right?
I've never
King.
performed there.
You should perform more, King.
I should.
In my comedy night, I don't lose that number.
The world needs more Chris King comedy.
Comedy.
You should be on stage, kid.
It's got to be on stage. Griff, I need you to hear the story about Martin Scorsese. I told Marty Scorsese on the set of The Wolf of Wall Street that our final for the language of film was The King of Comedy, and he was incredulous. He couldn't believe it. He said, that was your final? I don't think Marty Scorsese knows how great King of Comedy is. It's such a great movie. It's one of his most underrated movies. And he couldn't believe it. Sandra Barnhart steals that movie, deserved an Oscar, should have gotten an Oscar for that movie. That scene where she's got Jerry Lewis tied up, she steals the movie. She steals Jerry Lewis in the movie and kidnaps him, but she steals the movie. That is an Oscar-winning performance where the Oscar wasn't given out. She killed it in King of Comedy. And Robert De Niro, pretty damn good. We've not seen Robert De Niro ever in a role like that. When you see De Niro in King of Comedy, we see him in a role and being and acting in a way that we've never seen in any other movie.
I don't know if I have any shit right
The sides. Little sides, huh? Hamburger Square. How were the movies as shooters? Good movies, good shows?
You know, there was the Catholic channel, and there's a channel that at night it plays deep space, so I finally was in space. I know I won't go to space because they try to get me to use the sleep apnea machine, and I felt I was suffocating, and I have this phobia of something on my face, so I can't be a real rocket ship guy. But I was watching the screen in the hospital in deep space, and I felt like that's the closest I'm getting to outer space. And there was nice music while the woman next door was screaming.
This guy, this guy needs to start filming himself. That's what I know. This guy loves talking to the camera so much.
Come down now. You hear what he
The woman in the next room was screaming.
King, you got to start filming your own videos, King. You got to start filming your own videos.
TikTok.
Yeah, you should be talking to the camera all day. You love it. Because we don't want to read your long emails. We'd rather see you doing it. It's not that interesting to read your stuff, but to see you doing it would be a lot better.
TikTok.
do you walk?
TikTok edits your videos for you. Someone showed me when he shot it, edited his video for me. Do my walk-in. Do my walk-in.
You can do a self-takeover. You have the phone.
Yeah.
That's all you need. You're a Chris King actor.
The world's a stage.
And you're a ham.
And I'm a bigger ham than the ham.
There he is.
Bronson.
Let's go down with Townhouse. Keep me updated. Should I call over there? All right, I'll call over. We're trying to get him back at Townhouse on Wednesdays, Wednesday night comedy. He was at Killer Shrimp for a bit, but we want to get him, he wants to get back there. This kid can't dance to this. Can you dance to this?
You know what's amazing is that when I was growing up, Richard Pryor was still around.
That's it. That's that Mel Brooks moves.
Like the movie Stir Crazy. The movie Stir Crazy with Richard Pryor and Gene Wilder. Does it get funnier than that?
What about the one downtown where he's homeless?
Oh yeah.
Life Sucks.
Life Sucks.
Downtown LA. That was kind of
What
like
about Silver Street with Richard Pryor? Richard Pryor, what an animated guy. I mean, what a talent.
Blazing Saddles, #1.
Blazing Saddles is amazing.
#1.
That's amazing.
Never to be top.
But that's the actor who went to Cleavon Little, the American Academy of Dramatic Arts. Cleavon Little went to the American Academy of Dramatic Arts, and so did Robert Redford, and so did I for a summer. And my speech teacher at the American Academy of Dramatic Arts, coached me on set on Devil's Advocate. I had a line on Devil's Advocate. I talked to Keanu Reeves at the end of the movie when he's coming out at the end of the movie. I have one line. If you blink, you might miss it. But Howard Samuelson coached me in Southern dialect, and when I ran into him years later, he coached Javier Bardem for No Country for Old Men. My speech teacher in high school for a summer at the American Academy of Dramatic Arts, Howard Samuelson, not only coached me on Devil's Advocate years later, but the one and only Javier Bardem winning an Oscar for No Country for Old Men.
What was your line to Keanu?
I forget what my line was to Keanu, but Taylor Hackford, the director, right, really wanted me to have a line. I love you, Taylor Hackford. You really wanted me to have a line, but the lawyers of Warner Brothers were fighting SAG like crazy. But I love you, Taylor Hackford.
How was
great
Keanu?
director.
Was he cool? Was Keanu cool?
Keanu wasn't getting along with Taylor Hackford but you know who was really cool? Beautiful woman named Charlize Theron sat next to me in the courtroom. Was a sweetheart, was an absolute sweetheart, and the camera does a shot of my crotch in Devil's Advocate. I'm the only movie, big budget, that has a shot of my crotch is Devil's Advocate, and you can go to Devil's Advocate and you can see that. I'm sitting next to Charlize Theron. What a love. She was such a sweetheart. She was so kind. She was so nice. She was so down to earth. She's the real deal. She's a sweetheart. I love you, Charlize. You're good people.
And if anybody knows good people, it's Chris King.
She's down to earth.
And
You're
not
down to
for
earth.
nothing,
You're down to earth.
Legs that don't.
I love down to earth.
Just saying.
There he is, Philippe's. Gordon.
Slide right by the crew, huh?
Pinch Gordon. Don't poke Gordon. Even if you're impressed with Gordon, do not poke him.
I mean, I'm okay. I love you, Chris, but I haven't seen one in a while.
Lost my phone last night. Met this girl here.
Lost my phone at the bridge.
Oh,
Too many
no.
characters.
Did you get it back?
No,
Oh my God.
they have more. There's a. I got the still there.
What about your contacts? Do you have your contacts back?
So I never.
Hey, how are you? Good, good. Yeah, here we are. Hello, how are you? Good, good. We're chilling. I'm filming my friends. Yeah, you got it. Go ahead. Thank you, ladies.
You know, you smoke.
I think it's got Pac-Man on the back.
This is so great. Oh, look, it's so good.
Pac-Man on the back.
There we go.
Oh
It's,
my God.
look at the colors.
1985.
Wow, those the Browns? Yeah. Wow.
Gordon, I'm going back to New York, but I should be hosting at Philippe's, but I'm going back to New York.
Oh, God, so good.
I love New York.
Yeah, New York.
What do you think about autumn in New York? It's so incredible, right?
It is. I'm gonna go see it. It's like Kramer. Look, Kramer.
He's got Pac-Man on the back of his jacket with 1985.
It's a Mario jacket. It's Mario.
Oh, Mario.
Listen that. It's a video game. So what are you saying tonight? Second Chance Park?
I don't know. Maybe I'll see a coyote tonight at the beach in the middle of the night. I saw one 2 weeks ago. I've never had a wild animal that close to me. The coyote of the night. The coyote took off and was a quarter mile down the beach within 5 seconds. That's how fast they are.
Did you say hi to Eric?
Oh, Eric?
Yeah, at the Whaler. Good guy.
Oh, Eric's a great guy. You know,
The best. You should say hi to him.
he is
He's a pillar of the community.
Yeah, he's a mensch. Do you know that his son is a very talented ski boarder? Like a, what do you call that again? What is the skateboarding of ski slopes again called? What's the surfing of the skis, the boards?
What do they do it on?
Well, the boards, they're snowboarders. His son is getting great at that, Eric. I only skied once and I loved it. I raced down the mountain and I crashed myself so I wouldn't hurt any kids. And my friend said after on the in the border of Vermont and New York, Putney or whatever you call it. My friend said you were headed for the lake. You were headed for the lake. I was headed for the
I've been
lake.
to Putney, Vermont. You been to the
Putney,
barbecue place
Vermont.
there?
No.
The famous barbecue spot there.
Really?
Curtis's barbecue.
Really?
What's up? What's up, Gordonsky?
Is Brian here, the pool player?
I haven't seen him. Got snacks, got coffee. What you working with? David Lynch.
I went shopping.
In a pinch, he could be
I got
David
snacks,
Lynch.
Got snacks.
Gordon, he's got purple
I got some,
and turquoise
He's got a
sneakers.
can.
got peanut.
in his
Oh, I got
hand.
peanut butter and chocolate. Milk chocolate, Belgian milk chocolate and peanut butter.
Gordon, I'd like to perform
love all your
live finale.
We got celery. You eat already?
My birth father.
Not yet. In a little bit, I'll get a burger.
Breakfast burrito from Bellissimo.
You know who might be hungry? Somebody around here.
I haven't had breakfast yet. So
You guys should talk food.
well, I want to talk to Liza Minnelli.
You can't make this stuff up. He took off on you? He scorched you, huh?
He had Liza Minnelli in his phone and Bono.
Bono?
Yeah.
Bono or
Now
Bono?
I have a new person on the list as my possible birth father.
Yes, sir.
My possible birth fathers are Tom Jones, William Shatner, and now Anthony Newley. Anthony Newley had a special where he's performing with a young Liza Minnelli, but there's a YouTube where Anthony Newley and Sammy Davis Jr. are singing together, What Kind of Fool Am I? Sammy Davis Jr., what kind of fool am I to never fall in love?
You don't stop, actor, huh? You don't stop. You're well rested.
Sammy Davis Jr.
You're supposed to be rested
had the
after that
best
operation.
vocal range in Rat Pack. The best vocal range in the Rat Pack, the highest note, was Sammy Davis Jr. No one sings a high note like Sammy Davis. He sings into the stratosphere.
You're not going to wear yourself out, are
I
you?
hope not.
Easy, buddy.
I haven't gotten out in a while. I was in the hospital.
Yeah.
My audience friends for 7 days. 7 days I was in the hospital.
You're socially starved.
I was socially starved, watching the Catholic channel, Father Burns. Check out Father Burns of Milwaukee.
You got to go to Erewhon. Good, healthy spot to hang out.
Maybe.
They're hollering at you. They're hollering at you.
It's good to be here. It's good to be here.
Actor.
I was just talking about Sammy Davis Jr. He had the best vocal range of the Rat Pack. No one had a high note as high as he, and most people don't have a high note like Sammy Davis Jr. had. He could get so high, like into the stratosphere. It's like amazing vocal range. You have a voice. It's good to be here.
You know, so this is what you got to do. Fat Sal's, the new sub place on the corner. Go tell them you're a real New Yorker, a real East Coaster. You want to sample one of their subs. You're a well-known actor. Let them know how it is. You'll sample. Yeah, I think you should. I think they'll hook you up. Say, yeah, you heard about this place from your buddy Griff. Drop my name. Drop my name. Say you're a real East Coaster. You want a sample. You'll give a good review. So they got nice subs. They'll hook you up.
Life is about great subs.
And it's about opportunities. If you grab plastic right there.
You know, Griff, I wake up in the middle of the night like a vampire, eating my soul and my body and my heart. When I talk to Griff at night and we do these videos, it's like I rise from the dead. I am a night person. I belong on the stage at night. I need to be on the stage at night.
That's why you gotta learn to film yourself.
Yeah.
You gotta learn. Whenever you're ready, do the monologue to the phone. 2 minutes, 1 minute, couple minutes.
Guess what play I found at the South Pasadena Library, and I bought it for 50 cents. I found Death of a Salesman, and I've been looking over that speech that we filmed that gave the play its name. Dave Singleman, Death of a Salesman. That speech from Death of a Salesman that gives the play its title, Death of a Salesman. You know, we filmed this monologue with Tom and Griff before I went to Boston a year ago, and
That was funny. You went to
beautiful
Boston.
monologue.
Shout out to that guy in Boston who helped you out, Isaac.
Yeah, Isaac. Isaac saved my life in
So
Boston.
that I remembered his name, a real
Yeah,
saint, Isaac.
yeah, real saint.
Shout out to Isaac in Boston. All right, why don't you go holler at Fat Sal's?
I'm full.
You should go talk to him though. Just plant a few seeds. Go network with him.
Maybe.
You ran Tom off, huh?
I don't know where Tom went.
You ran off Gordon. You ran off Tom. You're
I
good,
don't know
man.
where Gordon went.
You're good.
Let me give out some shout outs. Let's do some shout out. A shout out to Judd Apatow, who calls me a more handsome Seth Rogen. And when I ran into him again at the Comedy Cellar, and I said to him, "You always call me the more handsome Seth Rogen," he said, "You continue to be." So a shout out to Judd Apatow. I need a job. I want a job. So Judd, put me to work. Judd Apatow, put me to work.
See, now if you had a Twitter, you could make little 30-second videos and tweet them to all these people.
Yeah.
Because they're never going to see it with this live stream.
Yeah.
So if you had a Twitter, you could dominate
I
it.
need, yeah.
One video a day on Twitter. Tweet it
I
to
need
this.
Twitter.
Yeah, dude.
And I need to get on TikTok.
Maybe, yeah, wherever, my man. What's up, my man? Oh, good, chilling. Chilling. Hello, miss, how are you?
Audition for Miss America yet?
I'm not.
Thank you. Well, you tried. Your shot's your shot.
Yeah.
Twitter,
Twitter.
at actor Chris King, or Broadway Chris King. We're going to
Could
start
that
that.
woman have been more beautiful? I mean, I said to that woman,